Okay guys, so here's a quick little video about something very interesting that I found from Daiwa. And it kind of tells you about what could possibly be the state of Daiwa these days. So let's get started. Of course, we are here at the Daiwa global main page. And the region we're going to go to is going to be South Korea. So for anyone out there who is unfamiliar, South Korea is huge when it comes to manufacturing fishing reels. They have several factories like Doyo, Banax. I think Daiwa is still there. But yeah, these are a lot of the reels that you see rebranded with other brands like LEWS, GARCIA, and some others. But anyway, we're here at Daiwa, South Korea's webpage, and we're going to go to products and then reel, and then we're going to go to bait casting reel. Now with Daiwa, they'll sell certain special reels in certain markets that they won't sell in other markets, and it looks like South Korea is going to be one of those markets. But let's check out the Daiwa South Korea lineup. So you got the Admira 100P, Alpha's BF TW, Alpha's SV, the Bass X, the Hard Rock Fish Special, the Light Game RX, based off of a unfamiliar frame, or maybe that's a frame I am familiar with, the PR100, the More Than, the PR102. So it looks like they are coming out with a new version of the PR100, which is right next to the PR102. I actually did a video on this PR102 and I was not very impressed with it. It felt super cheap. But looks like the PR102 is coming out, at least in certain Asian markets. And yeah, this is definitely a Chinese OEM. But this is not the reel that I wanted to show you guys. Alright, so we have the PT100, the PT150, the PX100, and they look very, very familiar. Let's check out this PT100. And aluminum frame, okay. So it may be the PR100, but with just an aluminum frame. It's very interesting. And then the RYOGA, the Saltist PE Special, Silver Creek, Silver Wolf, CT, regular Silver Wolf, SS Air, the STEEZes. Damn, there's like 5 STEEZes. Nope, 7 STEEZes. The TATULA Bait Finesse, TATULA SV, the 100, the 200, the 3 and 400, the ZILLION, which has been wrongly translated. It's of course a zillion. Of course, they're getting the big zillion over there. And the new Gekabijin. But you might have noticed I skipped over a certain reel. And that is this reel right here. The reel they call the Rise. And as I click on this, let me know in the comment section if you recognize this reel. Here's another side view, front view, top view. It's got foam power knobs. Looks like it's got a pretty long handle. Black with red. An angle view, Another side view. Now I'm going to try to blow up some of these pictures. I'm not sure. Alright, so does anyone recognize this reel from this angle? What this reel is? Let's see if I can show you guys another angle. Anyone recognize that drag star? Let's go from the top. Anyone recognize those frame cutouts on the top plate? That thumb bar. Okay, let's go from this angle. Anyone recognize this reel? That doesn't have a T-wing. But let's read about it. It says, rise above the ordinary, beyond the ordinary, standing at the top. It achieves a lightweight design of 180 grams while incorporating high-end specifications that are hard to believe for this price range, such as an aluminum frame, 110 millimeter long handle, EVA knob, and waterproof 11 ball bearings. Furthermore, it's the first to feature Daiwa's proprietary line release sound design, which is rarely found in this price range, allowing users to enjoy a crisp yet sophisticated sound. I guess they're talking about a clicking drag. It says, while the numbers displayed on the product specifications are important, what is actually more crucial is the product's overall quality that is not reflected in the specs. That's true. It guarantees Daiwa's quality of reliability by meeting all of Daiwa's stringent standards regarding reeling fields, smooth rotation under load, rigidity, corrosion, wear resistance, fatigue characteristics. Finally, it employs a magnetic brake capable of 40-step fine adjustment and is equipped with a variable inductor rotor that can be set to 3 levels, enabling a wider range of casting and line release speed control to the boat. So the braking system definitely sounds Daiwa. It says variable inductor rotor. But once again, if you know what this reel is, let me know in the comment section. And it's not the Daiwa Rise. So here's more pictures. Aluminum frame. 11 ball bearings. Clicking drag. 110 millimeter long handle. I wonder if they're wanting this to be considered a saltwater reel. Magnetic brake. And then right here. Surely you guys, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time in the last 3 or 4 years and have paid attention, you can take a look at these pictures of a spool with the different rotor positions and know what this reel is. And a bunch of stuff in Korean, and it looks like this guy's fishing for flounder, so I guess they are definitely pitching this as a saltwater reel. Strangely enough, Google didn't translate that. And a bunch of other stuff, more pictures. Octopus. Squid. Flounder or halibut. It says release month of April 2026. 180 grams. 3 gear ratios. Price 18,500 Korean won. And I need to do a conversion and see just how much that is. No, that can't be right. It says that's 13 United States dollars. So let me show you what this reel is, and you can see why this might be something that's troubling from Daiwa. So here we are at AliExpress, and the new Daiwa Rise is actually a rebranded Haibo Arise baitcaster that's been out in China for the last few years. Now the Haibo Arise has several different models, including bait finesse models, and looks like a digital one, but that reel is definitely not a BFS model. I think it's the Arise Pro, or maybe Pro Plus. Anyway, let's click on this Pro Plus, which they're selling for $216. Let's see if we can see some pictures. Okay, so it looks like the lineup is the Ultra Air, the 2026 Elite, 2026 Air, Ultra Pro, 2026 Pro Plus. Maybe it's the Elite. Let me look that up. Okay, well, this is as good as any. And I'm trying to show you guys some more pictures of it. But yeah, this reel has been out for a few years in China, and this is a Chinese design and manufactured reel. Now, that's not saying it's a bad reel. The Haibo Arise reels are actually probably some of the best reels you can get out of China, and definitely as good as a lot of reels you can get here in America as far as build quality. But yeah, you can see the that thumb bar. There's that adjustable rotor that you have to hand adjust. So it's the same frame. It is the Arise. So Daiwa, for some reason, Daiwa, a Japanese company, is taking a Chinese reel, rebranding it, and selling it to the Korean market. That's hilarious. And for what? Now, I will say that, I mean, honestly, I think this Arise will probably outperform a lot of Daiwa's own reels that they designed and manufactured, because these reels are no joke when it comes to performance. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have any Korean viewers, if you're familiar with this reel, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with Daiwa, why they're doing this. They have plenty of models for sale in South Korea, as you could see. There's definitely not a shortage of baitcasters for sale. But why are they buying Chinese and Korean OEMs, rebranding them, and then selling them in other markets? If you know the answer, let me know. I mean, it all started for me when Daiwa started selling those CC80 models here in America that were basically Korean made or Chinese made Korean brands rebadged as Daiwa from Doyo. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny that a Japanese company like Daiwa is rebranding a Chinese reel and selling it to the South Koreans. And to be honest, it will probably dust 90% of Daiwa's other baitcaster reels when it comes to casting performance. Well, alright guys, if you're a true hardcore Daiwa fan, you may want to try to procure one of these from South Korea. But other than that, if you're interested in one of these reels, I suggest you just go straight to the source and go to China and buy yourself a Haibo Arise, unless it's just that much more expensive. Alright guys, thanks a lot.